capacities in our towns and cities to manage, to design and manage urban infrastructure and urban services. It is so deficient. We've never, over the years, built up the capacity to do it. Our civil service was, if you recollect, set up at a time in India was mostly rural. So to be a district collector is the first thing that you get in the IAS, or the second thing. You learn that if you collect revenue out of the agriculture there, you manage law and order there in the rural areas. But now you're sitting in the middle of a complex city with a lot of capabilities. There's nothing to do with this. So we haven't built the capacities to manage urban conglomerations at all in the government services. And nor have we built the technical capacities to design good water systems, sewage systems, public transportation systems at all. And third is governance capacities. How do you govern collaboratively with consensus in the cities? So these three, I would say, are key capacities. The fourth one, let me add, as part of governance, is the financial management, accounting and financial management of the cities, in the cities. So capacity building has been so deficient. So building capacities in the cities and good plans for the cities are the two rails, if I can say, on which, or backbone abilities on which healthy urbanization can proceed. So the committee that is going to conclude its work, the committees, are on these two subjects, in which we've devised processes for the country to very rapidly build capacities for planning and for capacity building itself in the country. In the case of a trade policy, as it affects industry, we have a rather interesting challenge that opening up to trade completely, having very low duties on import is a very good thing, because you're facilitating imports of the best technologies, tools and ideas from across the world. But the effect it has on the local industry can sometimes be quite severe. So one has to be very smart here,
right.
Yeah, because other people are playing an industrial game also. They are playing a competition
right.
game too. You can't be so innocent in this game. So recently, when we had the preferential market access in the electronics area, it resulted in this contention coming up where other people from other countries said, no, how can you be going against the idea of completely free trade, it will damage you.
Right.
But what has happened to electronics industry in the last 20 years, it's almost dead anyway. Because we did say open up, and we in the 2000 did adopt that agreement that in the case of electronics and communications good, there should be zero duty.
Right.
And China did not. And China, behind that little barrier, has been growing its electronics sector very strongly.